Hello Taurus, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your general love reading and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course. All of that is in the description box below for you. We are going to grab a couple of these for some overall energies, and then we're going to jump right into your tarot. Now, I do want to let you know that tomorrow is the last day to get your orders in for the special. It is a person on your mind recorded video reading for $22.22, and everything that you need to know about what is covered in the reading or how to schedule that, all of that is posted on the community page for you, or my emails in the description box below. All right, Taurus, let's take a look and see what's going on for you. For their energy towards you, we have missing you and thinking of you. For your energy towards them, we have, is it true? I heard you were dating someone. Is it true? Please tell me that it isn't. At the bottom of the deck, I see this peace. It says silence, no contact at the bottom of the deck. So some of you could be in a no contact situation. I definitely feel like some of you, Taurus, this part is not going to be for all of you, and the rest of the reading can definitely still resonate even if this part isn't for you. But for some of you, I feel like you are just trying to get into a space of kind of protecting your mental peace. This peace energy is reminding me of the Six of Swords. I feel like you're trying your best to kind of move on from something here, and it does feel that, you know, you could be hearing something from other people. So this could be something that somebody tells you, something that you see, something that you hear, where I feel like it is very triggering for you. Yes, for some of you, it could be that you're hearing that they're involved with somebody new, but this could even be like, oh, I saw so-and-so at the gas station and there was a girl there. Like, it could be something like that, or a boy there. You know, I feel like there's something like that here where there's something that is triggering you, okay? And that doesn't have to be for all of you, but I do feel like that is true for some of you. And I feel like it's just showing you like, wow, even, you know, thinking about this person or hearing this is really, it's got me right back into my head. So some of you, it's just kind of confirming for you how much you want to, you know, kind of protect your peace, or how much you want to be able to get past this situation. Now we have this missing you and thinking of you for their energy. So I do feel like you are on someone's mind here. So we're going to use the tarot now. We're going to start with how you are being viewed by this person. How is Taurus currently being viewed? Okay. We have the Queen of Wands. So somebody's still very attracted to you, Taurus. I also feel like this person is, you know, they still feel some kind of attraction or pull towards you. I also feel like, Taurus, this person could be viewing you as somebody who is trying to, like, either like work on yourself, work on your confidence, or somebody who is just trying to focus on things that make you happy, right? So maybe this is like this person, you know, viewing you as, you know, going out and doing things with your friends, or just focusing on your own happiness. But they're definitely still viewing you as somebody that they have a strong attraction to. The challenge for this person when it comes to you, we have the Ace of Swords. Could be communication, could indicate that you guys are in a period of, you know, no communication or very little, or there's something about the communication that is troubling this person. So if that's like, maybe they reach out to you and you don't respond in the way that they expect you to or want you to, it could be something like that here, right? Or maybe you used to reach out to them and now you're not doing that. So there's definitely something here about the communication that's coming up. For others of you, I too feel like the Ace of Swords can talk about like a solution or a breakthrough. And I feel like there's been some kind of like cycle or pattern where things kind of just been going the same way. And somebody does feel unable to like have things go the way that they want them to go, or find a solution. So what is the challenge for Taurus when it comes to this person? Okay, we have the Two of Wands. So it does, Taurus, it does look like you are trying to leave this behind and kind of go in a different direction, right? I feel like you're trying to do something different than what you've done in the past. And maybe that is why the communication is coming up like this. Maybe you would have always reached out to this person, or if this person reached out to you, maybe you would respond in a certain way. Maybe you would respond at all. There's something about something that you are doing that is different than what you've done before when it comes to this person. And they're seeing that here. I also feel here, like I said, I feel like you are trying really hard to move in a different direction or move away from something, trying to protect your peace here. For some of you, somebody could be saying something this person could be saying something to you to try to make you jealous, or posting something intentionally to try to like get a reaction from you because you're not behaving or doing what they would like you to do here. So that's something that just came up, and I do feel like you are triggered by it. I think you are affected by it, but I also think it just kind of reminds you and confirms for you like why you're trying to move away in the first place. All right, so how is Taurus viewing this person? We have the Star card in the reverse. So you're definitely viewing this person as somebody who is like mentally, emotionally, or spiritually like unwell in some way, out of balance, not well. You definitely feel like, I feel like the way that it kind of came through, Taurus, is like you're viewing this somebody who has like a lot of work to do on themselves, or a lot of healing that they need to do, or somebody who has like deeper rooted issues going on. And I feel like that's helping you in a sense of to try not to take some of this person's hurtful actions and behaviors towards you personally, because I feel like you're starting to see, you know what, maybe at one point I did take this very personal, but now I can see that it wasn't really me. You know, this is definitely a you thing. I also feel the Star card in the reverse. Star card can be a card of hope, you know, and faith. When it comes up in the reverse, I feel like you just got to this point where you just no longer believe that someone's being genuine, or you no longer believe that somebody is going to change. And it's reminding me of this Slipknot song. It's called Snuff, and one of the lyrics in it is, "It took the death of hope to let you go." And I really feel like that here, where I feel like maybe for a long time, Taurus, especially for those of you where you've been in kind of like a cycle or a pattern with this person, I feel like there was a part of you that believed like when this person would come back in that, you know, the things that they were saying were genuine, or that there was potential for something to shift. And I feel like you don't feel that way anymore, but I feel like that's what's allowing, it's kind of like that's what's, as painful as that is, it's what's setting you free. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So I do feel like somebody could be this person definitely could be trying to come out of the cold. So you could be hearing from this person. But one thing that I want to note here, I think is important, that the Five of Pentacles in the reverse can talk about like a temporary shelter. It's not a permanent one. So when this comes up in this context, you know, this is saying that somebody could come out of the cold, but it is more of a temporary situation. It's not like it's not permanent. And I think you already know that, because I feel like that's the cycle, that's the pattern. Tell me about this Ace of Swords energy. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. Interesting, because when I said the Ace of Swords, another message kind of came through, and I feel like there is some kind of lesson or awareness, like something that Spirit has been trying to, you know, get this person to like wake up to or realize that they're struggling to learn. There's some kind of lesson that this person is really struggling to learn here. I almost feel like unwilling to learn is probably the better way. So we have the Page of Cups here in the reverse coming after this. So there definitely could be some kind of communication, but my caution with this is, especially because we have the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Swords in the reverse right next to each other, be cautious with this communication, Taurus, because it does feel like the Page of Cups in the reverse can be like an apology or like an emotional confession. But when it comes up in the reverse, to me, it doesn't feel genuine, you know. It doesn't feel genuine to me. So I would definitely be cautious with that. It looks more like somebody's afraid they're afraid that they're really losing you. And so it's like wanting to like get that hook back into you is kind of how it's feeling to me. Tell me about this Two of Wands. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're really trying to move in a different direction. I think you're really trying to focus on yourself, focus on what's best for you. The other thing here with the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles here is I kind of feel here that some of you may feel like I am better off on my own. I'm better off to be single. I'm better off on my own than to continue on with this cycle or pattern, or to continue to settle for this kind of hurtful treatment or behavior. So I definitely feel like you're trying to move in a different direction and really trying to kind of focus on yourself here. I feel like you're trying not to care or, you know, about what this person is doing still or what's going on with them. But I just noticed that both of the cards that are kind of representing you here are kind of, it's one, they're showing up in a challenge. So it says that you're trying to do these things, but struggling, but they're both still really facing this way. So one thing that I will say is, one, it's like still really facing them. So it's hard to move on from something when we are kind of bringing it into our present, right? Now, whether that is by thinking about this person all the time, or like looking through the pictures or reading through the messages or thinking about things that have happened. And this is, all of this advice here is so much easier said than done. But sometimes we have to be the like bouncers of our own minds. And when certain thoughts come in, we have to be like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna run wild with that today. I'm not gonna jump on that train and just let it take me wherever. I'm not gonna spend my whole day thinking about the past or thinking about this person and getting myself all in a space. So I would be cautious with that, because I do feel like it's making it a little bit more difficult to move on. We can't repress our stuff, right? We can never think about something, never feel our feelings. That's not healthy. Everything's about balance, but we can't, we can't live in the past either. So we have the Star card, clarifying the Star card in the reverse. We have the Empress in the reverse. Yeah, so I definitely feel here that it feels like you are recognizing that, one, you can't help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves. And that's kind of what that is feeling like to me. Like this person is not willing to put any effort in to take care of themselves or their situation or to work on their healing. And that's not something that you can do for them. We don't have any control over what other people do or don't do, how they treat us. We have no control over that. But we do have control over what we allow. And I think that you're starting to see like what you can do and what you can't do, what you can control and what you can't allow and what you can't. And I think that you are, you're getting stronger every day, Taurus, when it comes to moving away from this. You really are here. But that is what I have for you. The signs I'm seeing for you, I see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag. You pretty much have everything here. You have all the signs out on the table. I see all the fire signs, all the air signs, all the earth signs, and all the water signs. So it could be anyone. It is a general reading, okay? So even if I did not mention a specific sign, which I did, it could still resonate for you. But that is what I have for you guys. I do hope that it helps. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, then thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.